Hi guys, welcome back to TVI. This is a little special episode. Carl Donnelly here. I'm alone in the studio today. Anyway, for those watching on YouTube, you'll see the current running joke. If you're listening, you're going to have to trust us. Go over to YouTube now, youtube.com/We Are TVI to see what the marvels of modern technology. Right, here we go. Julian, you can now speak.
Hi.
Hi.
I feel like I've been caught wanking.
I do as well. It's my face that was on your head.
That's how I wank anyway, with your Edinburgh
Anyway.
show picture. How's it going?
Yeah, good man. It's good to be back in the studio digitally, floating
good to
around.
see-
My
it's
head
good to
is
see you,
literally
man.
floating.
Just
It's,
check the mic.
this is-
The mic's near your mouth. Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, cheers, mate. This is madness, isn't it? That this is a thing that's possible. I know, obviously,
I know.
they can put a man on the moon. It's probably not that madness, but it's still, I find this very exciting. That
I mean, it's pretty good, isn't it? I don't reckon you
It's
could have done
mad.
this 10 years ago.
No,
Because this was all
I mean-
marshland. Because this used to be at Asda.
My mate loves saying that in London all the time. Anytime he's walking around, he goes, "I remember when this was all fields."
Yeah.
Anyway, how is everyone? Has everyone got over the Will Smith slap?
Oh, yeah. Fucking hell, man.
Fuck, man. Were any of you watching it live?
No, but I thought it was fake when I first saw it, though. But I'm pretty sure it's
A few
real.
people
Yeah.
still think it is, but I think the reaction of the crowd, Will Smith crying about it,
Yeah.
that I feel like, and Chris Rock, everyone's like, look how well he took it, and he's laughing. It's like, yeah, that's shock, man. If you get slapped on live television, you're
I
going to be
know.
in shock, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was fucked up, man. I think Will Smith needs a bit of therapy, man.
I think he needs a lot of therapy.
Yeah.
A little bit followed by a little bit more. A little bit each day.
I do think so. I do think people have overreacted. Like, do you know what I mean? It is ultimately just a little slap. It's not like, if he'd have nutted him, I would have been like, fuck, this is serious. But
It
like,
was quite a hard slap, though, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah.
it was
like
it was a bit of a camp sort of film slap as well, wasn't it? He went big and just like, there was no.
I suppose
don't
where
think
the
there was a lot of-
mic's right next to him, everyone heard it, I
Yeah.
guess. But yeah.
But I don't think he really put too much in it. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't trying to knock him out. He was giving him a slap, and I think people have overreacted to the fact that it was a slap, which I think means something different to a punch or a headbutt. Your Honour.
I mean, it is still if he would be arrested, though, if that was in the street, wouldn't it? It's still assault.
If it was a stranger and you just go up and slap him, but like, you know, I think, yeah, again, Chris Rock isn't going to press charges, because if he did, he'd be a pussy old mate. But
He's not going to take him to the high court.
He
I
didn't
know.
even know she had alopecia. It wasn't even an alopecia joke. It was just her
no,
short
it's just,
hair
it was
joke.
a shit joke. I mean, again, I'm not defending
Yeah.
Will Smith. I don't think we should start slapping comedians for shit jokes, because we'd all be in trouble. But
I thought
It's-
Rock was going to hit him back because he kind of is. He was almost like, I don't know, but obviously he's a pussy.
no, I mean, that would be, and I'm not, you know, I don't think Chris Rock I don't think he's a fighting type.
Well,
I
he's
think
nearly
he's quite
60, isn't he now? He's quite old,
Yeah.
isn't he? He's in his 50s.
But Will Smith he's a big boy, Will Smith, as well. And, you know,
He had his
I reckon he'd
guard
done
up,
a
like,
bit of
obviously-
training for
Yeah, he does train,
Ali
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. He was
So I
training not
reckon-
long ago with Conor McGregor's trainer.
I
Yeah.
watched it back, and you can really see when Chris Rock decides not to absolutely roast the fuck out of both of them immediately after.
Yeah,
There's a moment
there is. You
where he
can
goes,
see
"I
when-
could,"
There was a part
and
of
then-
him that was like, when he was laughing, going, "Wow, you think he is?" I thought he was going to say something that was going to escalate it. But to
Yeah,
his
he really
credit,
could
you know.
have.
Yeah, but I suppose it's that thing of he's the host, so actually the level of professionalism he kept is well impressive, mate.
I think he was impressive, man. Yeah.
I do as well, because I would have I would have been rolling around the floor with Will Smith on global television, just fucking screaming and crying.
I would have fucking clumped him back, man.
I would have taken him to the street, mate, outside.
I'd have gone over and beat him and his fucking family.
I wouldn't. I would have fucking probably just gone down from the slap. I'd have been on the floor on my
sleeping.
Someone said that someone would have been on the floor.
Turn into Lost Voice guy.
Because it's all filmed. You could sue him for so much money.
I know, fuck. But no, he took it well. I'm not defending Will Smith, but I think the reaction, the way people like that Judd Apatow tweet when he was like, he could have died. It's like, mate.
I mean, Judd Apatow, shut up, man. Because it is a serious thing that happened, but shut up, Judd, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, it is serious, but it's also, and this is the thing I find most important when everyone's getting too serious about it on the Twitter, is it is also well funny as well.
Yeah.
Like, if you said to somebody like who didn't know what had happened, they wouldn't believe you. If you said, Will Smith got up, slapped Chris Rock in the face on live global television, sat back down, and then won a Best Actor Oscar 10 minutes later. That is unheard
to a
of.
standing ovation.
Crying, and everyone's just like,
I just think it was undeserved. Like, it wasn't. I just think Chris Rock didn't deserve a slap.
I thought you meant the Best Actor Award.
Yeah, the Best Actor Award. That was the biggest shock.
Yeah, no, I agree. Of course, it wasn't deserved. It's like, we've all probably said worse to somebody in an audience. I've heard people say way worse.
Yeah,
and people
it
laugh.
was kind of a
people
nice
just
joke.
It was a joke.
And Will Smith laughed.
But Jay didn't. She was like,
But people are saying that he laughed and then he saw she was unhappy and then he had to sort of defend her on her.
That seems to.
I think he was laugh doing that thing where you're sort of. He didn't want to laugh. He was just playing along because it's the Oscars, and I think he then genuinely just went, "No, fuck this, man," and just went up and did what he did, which isn't, it's not right what he did. But I think people are acting like she sort of went, "Go and punch Chris Rock," and he went up and did it, and it's like,
I mean, he's an adult. He's responsible.
Exactly. It's taken away his agency and what happened, and then people are saying that he's sort of it's rude to her to act like he needs to do that, but people don't know what their relationship's all about, apart from the fact they're always fucking talking about it in interviews.
Apart from
they literally never shut up about it.
I mean, he lets people bang her and that, doesn't he?
She lets him bang people though. They've got an open relationship.
Yeah,
that's the funny thing as well. There is an element of
fair.
Sexism in the way it's reported, like people going on like, "Fuck you, I wouldn't let no one fuck my wife." It's like, but if they've got an open relationship, they're both at it. You can't really.
Plus, it's up to them what they do. Like, you ain't got to let them fuck your wife, mate. It's just what they want to do. Yeah. No one's gonna fuck your wife, mate.
I've seen your wife, mate. I wouldn't go near her.
There ain't no queue, bro. I mean, I will, yeah. I'm an alky.
Oh god!
But it was mental, mate. I watched it live because in Australia, the Oscars is always it's so late.
Yeah. That must have been shocking live, man.
Well, it wasn't exactly live. What happened was I was in the car driving. I'd been to do a radio interview here, and I was driving back in my in-laws' car, and I pulled up outside the house, and Chris Martin messaged me with the video. He'd literally just watched it, sent me and went, "Mate, have you just seen this? This is unbelievable." So I watched it. So this is like a minute afterwards. I walked into the house and Hannah was on the sofa going like, "What? You will not believe what's just happened." And I was like, "I just fucking watched it." It was the most exciting 10 minutes of television I think I've ever watched.
And in Australia, they didn't censor it. So you heard him say, "Take my wife's name out your fucking mouth."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on the internet, yeah.
Yeah.
Out your fucking mouth. I think he knew what he overreacted.
Tits out your fucking mouth. Should have been shouting that.
I think the anger come afterwards because he was kind of a bit upset with his action as well. Probably.
Yeah, of course. And he was just so you'd have been the adrenaline he must have felt. He's just slapped someone in front of the world.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Mental. It's absolutely mental. You can't.
He's
what are you going to do?
Like an old
Oscars?
man, Chris Rock now. So I know he looks good and stuff, but he's like
I think
late 50s,
Will Smith
isn't he?
can't be far off it though, can he? Will Smith's
No,
got
I
to be
think there
knocking
may
on
be a
that.
generation apart. Let me have a look.
No,
I reckon Will Smith must be what, 50? Do you reckon? Older.
I think definitely in his 50s.
No, I think he's in his 40s, and I think Chris Rock's nearly 60.
I thought there'd be. a bit of time between. Not much time between them at all.
Chris Rock's 57.
Rah.
Yeah.
And Will Smith is 53. Yeah.
Okay.
They're
I mean-
close. They're
That's
close. They're peers, I would say.
Yeah.
I think Dana White should sign them both.
He fucking might as well.
I mean, Will Smith would fucking wipe the floor with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
light side.
But there'll be no fallout from this in the sense of like, I reckon they'll be presenting a fucking Oscar together next year. It will be like,
yeah.
Like Chris Rock will do some funny routines about it. He'll get that sort of success from it. Will Smith will probably have to have a bit of PR rehabilitation, but I don't think it's a career
Therapy.
ender.
No.
He'll do it, of course. I reckon
hope
he's
Will
already in a
Swift's
bit of therapy, to be honest.
I hope he pulls himself together a bit. He just seems a bit messed up, doesn't he? But being a superstar for that long is probably took his toll on him a bit. And
Oh, man.
Innit?
I think I'd be dead within about 2 weeks if I got that famous.
isn't it, man?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know
It's
what I mean?
nuts.
I'd have
can't
AIDS
even
my
imagine.
first episode. And the
What a
basketball
credits
court
even roll.
in Bel Air.
I got
Oh,
one
man.
little fight and then I got AIDS.
I got in one little fight and then I died of crack.
Yeah, it's some people I think it's a miracle that more celebrities don't die of drug overdoses. You know, when it happens, it's shocking. Obviously, like there's that Foo Fighters, Taylor Hawkins obviously died last week.
Yeah.
And like that's sad, but like that it's amazing that that's not the norm. It's that you
It's
think
such a
there'd be one die
part
in
of
a week.
music, rock and roll culture as well, isn't it? Drugs and
Yeah.
fucking.
God, they're all coked up at the Oscars. Did you see Liam Payne, the One Direction
Oh
guy?
man.
Oh, is
I
that
didn't
who
even
that
recognise
was?
him.
And he's got a bit of a weird accent now.
Yeah, it sounds
It's
like
called
he's from-
coke accent when you've done about 12 grams during the Oscars.
Whereabouts in cocaine are you from?
It was brutal. He's like, there's no winners. He sounds like he's from Amsterdam. It's very strange.
There's no
It
winner.
makes no sense because he's from. Where is he from? He's from like the West Midlands, isn't he?
He's from Wolverhampton.
Yeah, exactly. There's
It's
no
so
way his accent
strange.
should be that.
It's bizarre. And then he somehow managed to crowbar in that he sold out Madison Square Garden during.
Oh yeah, because Madison. I sold it out. That's some fucking
when you know
humble brag.
that's when you know he's coked up to his fucking
Yeah,
eyeballs.
yeah.
No one's bragging about selling out Madison Square Gardens when someone's asked him about a punch at the Oscars if they've not been keying it backstage.
What the fuck is that? How did he crowbar that in?
I think he said. He was like, I met Chris Rock, when I was 17 and sold out Madison Square Garden. I think he was on the night before or something. It's like, okay, man.
Okay, let's cut to the weather. This guy. Fucking...
But that was on Good Morning Britain. How mad's that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I met Will Smith when I was having my cock reduction surgery. It's just stupid shit, man. But anyway,
funny.
that was what's been going on then? What's been going on? What else has been going on in London? Any news from the
weather's been
home
alright.
country? I've heard
It's
actually.
the Chortle Awards this evening.
Oh, is it? What's somebody should somebody needs to go slap Steve Bennett in his chops.
I love that so much.
That'd be so
He takes
funny.
one from every comic in the room.
That'd be so funny.
Oh, I'd love that.
Only if it was if it was a pastiche of the Will Smith. I don't reckon. I mean, I'm not saying anyone should
a
slap
couple of
reviewer.
acts should have a plan to do that.
Someone should just shoot him, I think.
I think the thing. I mean, obviously, I actually don't mind Steve Bennett, but that's partially because I don't read Chortle. But like, I think. Yeah, it'd be quite funny if someone just did a fake, slap on him.
Someone
Good
did it
photo
at Hot
PR,
Water.
yeah.
I don't know if you saw that.
I did see it. Yeah, it was a bit too, fake though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Who-
if you're gonna
who
do
did
it, you need
it?
to commit to it.
Tom Keegan, who's a Scottish comedian, he pretended he was doing jokes about Dean Coughlin's missus.
Oh,
And then he
Dean
walked on.
Coughlin got up and slapped him.
The slap, he didn't commit to the slap. If he'd have really gone for it,
Yeah,
I think
you
I would have. Yeah, these people might have bought it.
It's quite hard to slap your mate as a joke, though, isn't it? Like it's quite hard. Like, I remember
don't know,
once
I've been
I had
slapped
to.
by mates.
My mate wanted me to punch him in the face once because that's a long story, but like he need.
I feel like that's a story you should tell, Julian.
Well, I wasn't allowed to hang around with him because I was the naughty, and his mum and dad like would go mad.
So if he thought if you punched him, that would really get him on side.
So his stepdad saw me and
now.
his stepdad saw me and him in the street. I was about 13, and he was like, "Oh no." And then he come up with a story like he was going to have a fight with me, but he needed to go back. It's so weird now, but he needed to go back with a black eye, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't punch him, so my other mate punched him.
And did he have a black eye?
A little bit, I think. Yeah.
Okay. What a lovely story.
What a weird story. Now I've said that out loud.
I've definitely been slapped. We used to slap each other now and again, like just do that blokey laddie thing of catching each other off guard. And
when we used to have boxing gloves and stuff, we used to like 5 of us used to flip a coin. Who loses gets punched in the face. And I remember I hit my mate Steve, and he was like, "No, you can do it harder." Because I found it hard to hit when you're not like.
Yeah,
and then he kept saying, "Call me a slut."
He would call me daddy. Hit me harder, daddy. I've been a bad boy. But then I just fucking properly right hooked him, man, and like, it was good.
Put him down, $1 Million Baby, him, mate. In a wheelchair.
Fucking
legs amputated.
Will Smith. Keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
That's got to be a punchline from that.
Oh, definitely.
Keep my wife's tits out of your mouth.
My mate Rich once. This is not on the par of a punch, but it was really painful. We were out shopping, Christmas shopping. I wanted to buy my mum a perfume, and I picked one up that I was going to buy her. We were like,
was it Valentine's Day?
So one of her boyfriends had asked me to get it for her. But I went to my mate Rich. I went, "Yeah, have a smell of that. See if you reckon that's nice. I should get it for her." And he took it and he smelt it, and then he just turned and properly pepper sprayed me in the eyes with it. Proper, just straight in my eyeballs.
Rape.
But it was so painful. Properly, two
God.
sprays right in my eyeballs with perfume. And it was so painful, but within about 10 seconds of the pain, I was also laughing hysterically at the fact that he'd just done that, because that's such an extreme thing to do to a mate.
We were in Belgium once for my school trip, and we went and obviously bought loads of CS gas and flick knives.
Obviously.
And I was on a pier. Mate. I was on a pier and I sprayed the CS gas and a big cloud of it, but I walked straight into it. And it fucking hell, I was streaming my eye. It was so it's like mace, isn't it? And my mate, but we were on a pier, so my mate had to like hold the back of my and like guide me in that, or I'll fall in. But it's fucking so painful.
Did you guys ever do that? The deodorant and lighter flamethrower?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Every day.
Yeah.
We used to blow them up as well. Like put them on fires and that.
Yeah. I was always paranoid though the fire was going to go back into the can and blow my hand off or something.
That was always the warning, wasn't it? People used to say, "Don't."
Yeah.
It says that on the can.
When you're playing with them. When you're having your fun, kids.
I must have told you, I'm sure. Oh, go on.
There was a thing, I think it might be Northern Ireland specific. It's called the Red Hand of Ulster, which really makes it almost definitely Northern Ireland specific.
Yeah.
Where it was common in like the changing rooms for them just slap you right in the middle of your back really, really hard, and it would leave a big red handprint. And it was like,
what, you had no top on
in the changing room, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Victoria went to a topless school. It was a weird thing they were trying. It
was the Chippendales Academy. It was Hooters Academy.
Mate, I genuinely, when I was driving back that day, when the Oscars was on, I drove past. There's a bar in between here and the part of the city where I was coming from. It's called like the Royal Tavern, and it's got topless barmaids every night of the week. I didn't even know that was still a thing. Topless, like not Hooters with tight t-shirts and big Babylons. This is like actually tits out serving you a drink.
I wonder if they feel uncomfortable. They must just be used to it.
I mean to go into that, they might be a bit tense.
They might be quite extrovert, and they might be they might be dancers anyway or something.
Fucking wanna be. You don't want to be a wallflower with tits up serving a Guinness to some piss cunt.
You don't want to be a shy girl. Loosen up. Not really. I don't know if I'd particularly be into that, like being in the bar. Feel like an absolute creep, because you definitely 100%. Because it's the novelty of it.
Yeah, you couldn't not look at the.
I'd
they're
just
literally
come
in front
and
of you.
finish my drink and go. You'd have to look, wouldn't you? Like, you couldn't not.
They might be annoyed if you didn't.
Yeah.
I'd say it'd be weirder if you didn't. If you went in and were just like trying to not look at, like, well, just go to another pub where people haven't got their tits out making you a drink, innit? Surely.
That's like I've been in a strip club before, and like not for like fucking 15 years or something, but and
since they banned you for grabbing.
Since I got arrested. But,
since the lifetime UK-wide ban.
So the girls sit like near you. Obviously, they want you to have a private dance, and I'm like, I'm just here to like have a drink, and they act like you're mad for being there if you're not going to have a dance. But obviously, they want money, don't they?
But also, they're right. If you want to drink, just go to a bar. Why are you going to a strip club for an overpriced drink?
I just was tagging along really with my kids.
Yeah, of course.
I do think you lose some...
Tag along with me. Tag along with my cock. I was just following the crowd of my cock.
I do think you lose some authority to complain if all the barmaids are topless. As in, like, if you order a cocktail and it's not quite up to your standard, like, oh, I think this is Coke instead of Diet Coke. I feel like the bartender's gonna go, mate, everyone's topless.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, sorry,
mate.
This isn't
so
vegan.
That head on my pint's a bit too small. Yeah. Mate, I've got my fucking tits out, mate. Just really deadpan.
Yeah. My tits are down here, mate.
Yeah, I was so mad that it still exists. I genuinely didn't know that was still a thing.
I even get
check it out for research purposes. I'll send some footage to Julian's DMs. I'll do a catch up from there.
Could you sit in there next time? Because I can't really picture it. So I need to... So how did you go in there?
No, I drove past it. So I drove past. It's on
there's
this
a
big
sign
main
outside
road as well. Side outside that says topless barmaids every night of the week.
What the fucking hell? I wonder if the barmaids know that when they got the job.
I imagine it was just. I imagine some old couple were walking past and didn't see the sign and went in for a pint. You'd be shocked as shit, man.
Oh god!
Do a men's one.
I even don't like. Well, you get those butlers in the buff. That's quite common.
Yeah.
I even get uncomfortable when like the staff and the waitresses of the place have to wear like outfits, even when it's those like dead form fitting dresses, and they have to wear heels. I just feel like when you've worked in a bar and they have to do it in high heels and like a really tight dress, and it just feels a bit gross.
That's disgusting. Which bar? Where is this disgusting bar? Might take up drinking again.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is, but yeah, I suppose that's on the spectrum of uncomfortable bar people. But I think having your Babylons out is probably top end of the spectrum.
I mean, even on a naturist beach, I'd feel. I mean, I don't know if have you ever been on a nature beach where they're all naked?
I've not been on one. No,
Vittorio?
I'd feel uncomfortable.
Same here, yeah. For my big schlong.
Feel uncomfortable for everyone else to have to sit next to my massive dick.
My massive boner. Thick, hard. No, really.
Feel uncomfortable for the beach security guards for having to drag me off with my hard cock.
I was just sunbathing and people came down with buckets of water, started throwing them on my cock. They thought it was a beached whale.
I thought it was a sandworm. I couldn't go on a naturist beach, though. No, sir. I mean, you'd get sunburn on your genitalia anyway, eh?
We could put sun cream on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I mean, that is actually worse, isn't it?
Could you put a bit on my back and my balls, please? Cheers, man. My hands are all fucking sandy.
Oh, shit. But I went to the beach 2 days ago, actually, here. Lovely. Did you end up going in the sea?
No.
Because obviously we tried to do a test of this the other day. There were some technical issues. We didn't actually end up having anything to put out. But we were talking about my ice bath. And you were going to go in the sea. But I want to do another ice bath. I really liked it.
The ice bath thing did go out because we spoke about it on our Patreon catch-up.
We did it on a Patreon, right? Yeah, but we also tried one of these and that didn't go out. But so I went in the sea yesterday or the day before, and it was
how was it?
Lovely.
What, in the morning time?
Yeah, but I went. It's about 11 a.m. It wasn't too early.
Is the sea cold out there then?
Well, yeah, because it's that weird thing where Melbourne's on the south coast, so actually the water here never really gets that warm, even at the height of summer. So now it's coming into autumn, and it's gonna the water temperature's pretty nippy. No one from Melbourne. You see the odd sort of old boy having a swim and some crazy long distance swimmers, but no one I know in Melbourne is currently going to the beach and going in the sea. To them, you'd be mad to go in the sea at this time of year. So obviously, me and my wife were splashing around like it's so lovely because we're fucking from London. But yeah, it's nice though. It's refreshing.
My mum goes sea swimming about 3 times a week in the Irish Sea, in the north coast of Ireland.
Fucking hell. That would be nips.
Yeah. I don't talk about my mum's nips like that.
Wow, that'd be some hard nipples.
Take my mum's nips out of your mouth, mate.
Where's Vittorio gone to get on a Qantas flight to slap Carl and come back?
You literally just see him walk in the court. I turn like this. You just get a slap on my face.
Keep my wife's
my mum's
nips out of your mouth.
It's going to happen in a school on. It's probably already happened. Their mum got cussed, and somebody slapped a kid and went, "Take my mum's name." It would definitely,
because Will Smith's a solid role model, isn't he? Like, there's people going to be doing that.
But there's some comedians were trying to give it all that. Like, well, now it's made it dangerous for us. It's like, fucking mind your neck,
come at me, bro.
God,
come at me, bro. You best not miss.
Comedians love making everything really serious about comedy, and everything happens to do with comedy. They always make it into some big like, well, now we're a threat. It's like, mate,
when comics are serious, which a lot of them are just only serious on Twitter, it's like bore off.
I know, man.
Crack a fucking
get into politics if you want.
Yeah. I just find it. I find it funny when we know most comedians. And when you see them being serious, you're like, I've worked with you. I've sat in a dressing room with you. You're one of the dumbest cunts I've ever met. Let's not pretend you're suddenly a social commentator.
It just smells like narcissism anyway. It's like just like about I'm really taking this seriously. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Would you ever go on Question Time?
No, absolutely.
I'd like to go in the audience.
I'd love to see you ask a question on Question
Time.
Excuse me,
I don't know what you're all talking about. It's a question from the guy with the incredible abs in the third row.
I thought this was Saturday Night Takeaway, guys. I'm fucked up.
This was Paddy McGuinness' new show. I thought this was the... What's that one where they all get naked? I watched that the other day. That's fucking...
Naked Attraction.
It's compelling to watch, though.
That's what you call it.
It's weird how weird human bodies are. I'm like, oh.
That's the thing that I find the most
Never
fascinating.
seen a vagina before.
You'd think it would all be like absolute tens who just want to show off their amazing bodies. But actually, it's people that are fucking got all sorts going on, man.
Yeah.
It's almost quite sort of, you got a lot I ended up with more respect for them than I should do, considering they've just got their dick out on telly.
I know, and then they're going into the office the next day. It's weird.
Hey guys, I seen you on telly last night.
They must struggle to get people, I reckon.
Maybe.
A lot of crazy.
There is a lot. I genuinely think you're right. I think there's enough crazy people that would be like, yeah, I'll definitely get my.
That's not even the highest level of that stuff. Do you remember what's it called? Where people go in with like horrific, like skin conditions, embarrassing bodies. Where the whole premise of the show is, ew, you're gross.
Yeah.
Somebody must have done a routine about how, like, it can't be that embarrassing, mate. You've just gone on telly with just show it off.
For sure.
I know.
There's a comedian in Belfast who has a funny bit about naked attraction, whereas this guy goes on and he's just got an absolute like hammer of a dick. And this woman's doing all the choosing, and she just finds random reasons to like shut down all the others.
Yeah, I don't like his toes.
Yeah, those toenails.
Something about it is very charismatic. That one. You can only see his
and
cock.
then it keeps going through, and then
it first just shows his up to his knees. You can see the bottom of it sticking down.
She's just booking a hotel live on a fucking trip, fucking bookings.com.
It keeps going through, and then she finally, they come out and they have to like do the little chat of like, so what did you like about David? And then she's like, he's got a great face, and he's got and then and then
to be honest,
the host goes, and what do you think? Because he's got a prosthetic leg, and the woman's like, I didn't even fucking see that.
Didn't even know his other leg was right. I just wheel him up as the hotel got a Stannah stairlift. Just put him in the bed, please, and then leave. This giant hammer dick. What was it? Just hanging down?
Yeah, just.
Oh, dreamy. I do respect a hammer dick. My mate, he was an Aussie actually, he used to work with, he had the massive cock. And we used to get him to get it out and that.
Oh, God.
I remember I was with a girl once, I was like, show me your cock, man. Oh, God, what was we doing?
I know, that is just such young bloke behaviour, man.
I know, we were like really young, man.
Yeah. Now you would not be
no.
asking.
I'd just say, show me it.
Yeah, exactly. I think we need to wrap this up shortly.
Yeah.
It's been very fun. It's been a great test of the technology to make this work while I'm in Australia. I think it's been a success.
See you
What do you
later,
reckon,
man.
guys? There we go. I just disappear into a black hole.
What's that old film again that's a bit like that? Like, they shrinks
what?
down.
Inner Space.
Keep car out of your mouth.
There you go. Any listeners, go on and you can see what we did there. I can go anywhere, mate. You can move. You can make me massive. You can make me tiny. Oh, I don't like it when I go too big. But this is So we're gonna have guests come in, and I'll just be floating around, and then we can have the guests in as normal. Lovely.
It's nice, isn't it? This was a nice little test for our patrons, and
yes,
thanks all that came to Carl's preview on Sunday. It was fun, wasn't it?
It was fun. It was.
About
it was very
70
helpful
people
as well.
there, weren't there?
Yeah,
it was good.
And it's really helpful because now sort of I know what I'm doing with the show when I start tomorrow night. So there we go. We'll do them again. We'll think it'd be good for like Edinburgh stuff. Just like, it's a good thing to be able to do secret little Zoom stand-up gigs.
And we're thinking
to
about
a nice audience.
getting other acts that want a very good captive audience.
Yeah, because it's that thing. Some comics need previews, and we just having done that a couple of times now. I think we've got a nice receptive audience who we could sort of almost offer out if you. So basically, they'd get a free stand-up show, acts get a really nice audience to try material out with.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
sort of, they're both benefiting each other. But anyway, we'll work that out. further down the line.
Vittorio would do one.
I'll do that.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So anyway, that's all that needs to be said. Thanks everyone for listening. Thanks Vittorio for running things and joining
Thanks
in.
for all our new patrons as well.
Yeah. Thanks.
Had a
everyone
bit
who
of an
signed up.
influx in the last month or so.
Yeah,
It's
going back
nice.
and watching all them old things.
Yeah, man.
That's it. Go on YouTube if you're listening. You can see the fun new setup just for the next
If you
7-8
haven't,
weeks.
subscribe to our YouTube channel. Will be very helpful.
Yes.
Get them subscribers up, mate.
There we go.
Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Thanks everyone, and we'll speak to you and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.